Okay, let's get started. You know, if I have my glasses on, it's time for a handout. So let's remember what we discussed earlier. We said that on NCLEX, we wanted to remember basically you're dealing with a 6-second strip. We also said that when it comes to figuring out the rate, we just have to count the R's. And so we started with looking, just like literally looking at this strip. So my favorite part of step 1, just look at it, fool. What's it look like? Doesn't it look a little weird? It looks like it's like cray-cray, a little cray-cray in terms of fast rate. So let's together count the R's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and of course 12. So if you took these R's, 12 R's, multiplied it times 10, then this patient's rate is 120. You already know that's too fast. You know that anything over 100 is too fast. In fact, I tell my students that once a patient's heart rate gets to 120, they might be who you want to see first. Now, it's important not to just go by that when it comes to tachycardia, because tachycardia can be confused with supraventricular tachycardia. It's not the same. If this patient's heart rate was not 120 like it currently is, and instead it was 150 or higher, then we would actually have supraventricular tachycardia. Also, another tip that you don't just have tachycardia, but you have supraventricular tachycardia, which I call SVTs, right? You and I, we have to talk the language. If I call it SVTs, another trick for you is that that patient will not have those P waves. Remember you and I talked about P waves and how predictable they were? In fact, let's look at this strip and tell you and show you where the P waves are. So we don't know what's going on over here, so we're just going to start in where that QRS was or is, and we're going to go backwards. There it is. There's that little P wave. It's a half a hump. A P wave comes immediately before a QRS. So there's your P, there's your QRS. There's a T. P, QRS, T. P, QRS, T, P, QRS, T. Now, if this was an actual SVT strip, you would not see P waves. The P and the T would be together, like combined, like you'd see one big old hump. We will show you that later, but for right now, let's just call this tachycardia, sinus tachycardia, okay? Go get some pop or something. Well, not pop, but go get some water, because I am.